Friends, on April 22nd, something terrible happened in Kashmir. A group of terrorists attacked tourists in a beautiful meadow near Pahalgam, a place known for its peaceful views and snow covered mountains. At least 28 people were killed and many others were seriously hurt. This is the worst attack on civilians in Kashmir since Article 370 was removed back in 2019. The group that carried out this attack is called the Resistance Front. It's linked to Lashkar-e-Taiba, a terrorist group backed by Pakistan's spy agency, the ISI. According to reports, six armed men believed to be foreigners were dressed in Indian army uniforms. They went up to tourists, asked them their names, and even made some of them recite Islamic verses. Those who couldn't were shot. This happened in broad daylight around 1:30 p.m. at a spot where families, couples and visitors were just enjoying the scenery. One of the people killed was Navy officer Vinay Narwal. He was on his honeymoon, married just a few days ago. Two tourists from outside India, one from Nepal and one from the UAE, were also killed. Security forces acted quickly. They got the injured to hospitals and began a large search operation to find the attackers. The area was sealed off right away. Now, here's something interesting and worrying. This attack happened while US Vice President JD Vance was visiting India. At the same time, Prime Minister Modi had landed in Saudi Arabia for talks with one of the most powerful Islamic countries. This seems to be a strategy we have seen before. Back in 2000, right before US President Bill Clinton visited India, terrorists killed 36 Sikhs in Kashmir. That attack was also planned to get the world's attention and make Kashmir look like a dangerous war zone. And just a few days before the Pahalgam attack, Pakistan's army chief Asim Munir gave a speech. In it, he said, and I quote, "We are not like the Hindus, we are different." That kind of a comment adds fuel to the fire. It's not just a political statement, it's meant to divide people. It's also a reminder of how Pakistan continues to support terrorism in Kashmir. Even now, years after global pressure and promises of peace, terrorist groups are still getting help, whether it's training, money, or safe passage across the border. In the last few years, Kashmir had started to become stable again. Tourists were coming back, shops and hotels were doing business. Places like Pahalgam had become symbols of hope and normal life returning. But this attack shows that the threat is still real. It's not over yet. There's also something else that makes this attack especially troubling. Usually, terrorists avoid targeting tourists. Tourists bring money into the region, they help local businesses, and they generally avoid getting involved in politics. But this time, the attackers seem to target people based on their religion. That kind of hate driven violence is designed to create fear, not just in Kashmir but across the whole country. The Indian government has already increased security in the area. More forces are being sent in, and intelligence agencies are working to figure out exactly how these terrorists crossed over and planned this attack. But the bigger picture is how India deals with threats like this. Even though Article 370 was removed to bring Kashmir closer into the Indian system, attacks like this show that some things haven't changed. There are still people, especially from outside the country, who don't want peace here. Pakistan plays a big role in that. Its economy is struggling, its politics is unstable, and the army still has a lot of power. Sometimes creating trouble at the border or inside Kashmir helps the army keep control back home. India now has to respond in a smart way. That means securing the borders better, improving the local intelligence, and protecting innocent people, especially in tourist spots. It also means putting more pressure on Pakistan through international channels. The world needs to see what's really happening. Most importantly, India must continue to invest in Kashmir's growth, building roads, creating jobs, and making sure young people there don't get pulled into radical groups. That's how you fight terrorism in the long run, not just with guns, but with opportunity. The Pahalgam attack is a tragedy. It took away innocent lives and left families broken, but it also showed us what needs to be fixed: the security gaps, the foreign influence, the dangerous ideology growing across the border. This is not just a local issue, it's about the safety of every Indian. And it's about making sure terrorism doesn't win by spreading fear and dividing people. India is strong, but that strength needs to be smart, united, and clear about its goals, especially when the enemy isn't just across the border but hiding in the shadows. Let's hope we don't have to see another tragedy like this to take these threats seriously.